What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint here with a very special CGC spotlight. This time we got Fantastic Four #1, graded at a 4.0, the first appearance of Marvel's first superhero team. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we do a lot of these CGC spotlights and we talk about Fantastic Four 48 or Annual 6 or issue 20, but now we got Fantastic Four #1 in the Gempire, the most important Fantastic Four book, and arguably the most important book in Marvel history. So Fantastic Four #1 is the first superhero team published by Marvel, right? So you had Golden Age Captain America, that's back when it was Timely Comics, and those were war comics, right? This is the first Marvel book of the Silver Age. It even has a 10-cent price tag on it. This was before it went to 12 cents. And it introduced this family of superheroes. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and Ben Grimm, the Thing. This book also has their first villain, which is the Mole Man, who is more of a joke now, but his domain, his underground domain with the Moloids and all those, still are a pretty big lore in Marvel Comics. This book was published November of 1961. It was written by Stan Lee. It was drawn by Jack Kirby, who did both the cover and the interiors on the book. And without this book, we wouldn't have the Marvel Universe as we have it today. This book set off a string of great ideas. It made Marvel the house of ideas. After this, you had Incredible Hulk, Amazing Spider-Man, you had the X-Men, you had Thor, you had Captain America, you had Iron Man, you had the Avengers, then you had Daredevil, and it just snowballed into this huge dominating force that's Marvel Comics. An interesting fact, this is not the first Human Torch. This is definitely the first Johnny Storm, but there was a Golden Age Human Torch, which was actually an android, and he even had a little Torch sidekick. That's similar to DC Comics. A lot of the characters that we know today were created in the Silver Age based off of Golden Age characters. So Human Torch, the Submariner, Namor, Captain America, obviously, and Angel. Those are all pre-Silver Age Marvel guys. But this is the first Human Torch, like I said, Johnny Storm, and the Fantastic Four as a family. So Marvel's first superhero team. This book, as old as it is, has had 2,199 copies graded by CGC in total. Now in a 4.0, which is considered very good, that's the terminology for the condition. Very good, there have been 204 copies. 150 have been Universal Blue, which means they're unrestored. One of them was qualified with a green label, which could have been signed by Jack Kirby or Stan Lee that wasn't verified by CGC, or it could have had married pages or a married centerfold where you basically took a piece from a different issue to make this piece complete. There have been 13 signature series and 40 restored. So, quite a few of them out there, man. But only 150 in this condition. Looking at GPA, grade point analysis, again, that's the subscription-based site that I use that tracks CGC sales. A 4.0 has averaged $14,000 based on the last two sales in the 90-day period. The last sale was $13,600. The sale prior to that was $14,400. The high sale last year was $15,600. So the last couple sales have been lower, but on an average, it's still on an upswing. If we look at 2018, you had sales as low as $10,000, high as 15.6, like I said. And this year we're mid-13 to mid-14, but like I said, on average, it's still up. I think that a sweet spot for this book, I mean, it's really a bad time to buy it because of Disney getting the rights back to Fantastic Four. But if you wanted to get like an entry-level 1.0, you should be able to get one for around like $5,000. A 1.5 actually just sold for $41.27, so maybe a 1.5 would be a better bang. Yeah, the last 1.0 sale was $4,700. And the last 1.5 was $41.27. So here's the thing, man. You kind of need this tool whether you're buying or selling, right? Because whoever bought that book at $41.27 got a good deal, man, compared to what the last 1.0 sale was. Last 1.8 sale was 4,500, and then last 2.0 was 6,400, averaging $7,000. So yeah, you get a pretty big jump when you go from like 1.0, 1.5, 1.8 to the 2.0s. Let's see where there's a sweet spot, right? So 4.0, like I said, you're looking at like 14,000. 4.5 is like 15,000. Last sale 15.5. 5.0 last sale was 18,000, but that was July of last year. 5.5 18,000. So, and there have been no other higher sales this year, really. So yeah, man, big money on these books. The speculation is super heavy, and I don't know that it's for nothing, right? Because Amazing Fantasy 15 always hovered like around the same area with like a small increase, but when the Tom Holland stuff came, it shot up like crazy, and it really hasn't slowed down. Even though Far From Home has already come out, Spider-Man's already been in 2 other Marvel movies, but it's still going up. So they don't always crash after the movie. And if they have a successful Fantastic Four franchise, X-Men franchise, the book can continue to go for years. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Fantastic Four #1. Drop me a comment below. What do you think about the book? Drop me a like on the way out. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more CGC spotlights and other daily content. Stay minty. Peace.